welcome back. Happy New Year. This is our first video in 2024, and I wish you all a really good year for you and your families as well. Um, let's start today's video with solving the problem of the day from the Leetcode website. Here is the problem: assign cookies. Let's open it. It's rated as an easy problem, um, but as I've said before, they are easy questions out there, but like programming efficiently and like even reducing the execution time or the memory usage and like optimizing your code, that's what we're seeking when we are solving all these questions. Anyway, let's get started. The question says, assume you're an awesome parent, okay, and want to give your children some cookies, but you should give each child at most one cookie. Okay, sounds good. Each child I has a greed factor GI, which is the minimum size of a cookie that the child will be content with. Okay, and each cookie J has a size SJ. So obviously, if SJ is greater than or equal to GI, then we can assign the cookie J to the child I, and the child I will be content. The goal is to maximize the number of your content children and output the maximum number. Sounds good. Okay, it sounds very easy. And here is an example. It says, let's say the greed factor is 1, 2, 3 for the first, second, and the third child. And then the sizes are 1 and 1. And it says the output is 1 because you have 3 children and 2 cookies. The greed factor of 3 children are 1 to 3. Okay. And it says, and even though you have 2 cookies, since their sizes is both 1, you could only make the child whose greed factor is 1 content. Makes sense. And here you have G is like in the second example, 1 and 2, and the cookie sizes are 1 to 3. So obviously you can make both children content because you just can, right? Okay, that sounds straightforward. Let's go to our Python and start coding. What did they call that? Find content children. I'm just going to copy that and define the function. It gets a G, right, for a greed factor and an S. Well, an easy way to do this would be basically like having while loops and looping through everything and be like, if cookie, for example, like if size J is greater than like greed factor I, then like content children plus equal 1 and something like that. I can actually show you, like I can go, for example, I don't know, G dot sort, right? Something like that. And then size dot sort as well. We have to obviously sort them. And then content child that or children that equals 0. We set it to 0 in the beginning. I, then J are 0 and 0. And then like we can basically go while I is less than length of what? G. And J is less than length of S. Then if size J, for example, greater than or equal to GI, the greed factor, right? Then we can basically go content children plus equal 1 and I plus equal 1, and then get out of here and then saying J plus equal 1, right? And that's basically it. And then after the while code, you can just go return content children, right? This would do the job, but it's just like the very basic code that you can write, and it's not optimized at all. Like it's not going to be, you're not going to get a really good runtime or a good memory usage. So I'm not going to use this one. What I'm going to do is define another function and try to do it more efficiently. And like this is an opportunity that like we can talk briefly about. Okay, like let's say not optimized, just change the function name. And then we go here, and basically what I want to do is that I want to go iterated, I don't know, iterated. I just want to like use the iteration, right? Because I want to load the data one at a time instead of like loading the whole thing at once. I can just go iterated size, for example, right? Or just like keep it short, IT size. That's iter, and I still want to like sort both of them, like G and S. They both need to be sorted because it's like a greedy algorithm. I just want to find the child that like I want to choose a child which is easiest to make him or her content, and then like assign a value to that, right? And assign a cookie to that. And then like this is what I want to do. That's why I need to sort them. So sorted S, right? And once I define that, I can just go return sum of, because we want to know like how many kids we can content and just like add them all together. And sum of what? Any. So I'm just going to give it a condition now. GI less than or equal to SI. I'm going to define a for loop here, like in this format that we've seen here for SI in ITS. So I'm saying for each SI, for each size in the iterated value, see if the greed factor I is less than the size so we can make that child happy. And so basically, I need another for loop to iterate over GI, the greed factor, and for GI in sorted G, right? That should do the job. And as you see, it's like smaller function. Let's just compare it with this one in here. These many codes, it is a while loop going on, but it's just like 2 lines of code and it does the job. So I'm just gonna copy this and see. So I've actually like solved this before, and I've tried to optimize it. And so if I put it here, you'll see that if I submit the code, and see, like I've done it a few times just to make sure that I have the optimized answer, and it says it beats 95.44% of user with Python 3, which is like a really good runtime. And yeah, that's about it. And I think that's all for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you support me. And also, you'll be notified when I upload the next video. Thank you for watching me, and take care. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.